What's up, fish heads? Tony Baber here. Just got a quick little update video for you this week. Been getting ready for Dale Hollow. We leave next week, a week from today actually. And just wanted to kind of cover a little bit of what I've been doing as far as getting the boat back into shape and ready to go, as well as answer a few questions that I've received recently from viewers like you and from some of my friends as well. So let's get to it. Alright, welcome back guys, and let me start off by saying I'm sorry for kind of the roughness of this video. I know lately I've been putting out a little bit more edited and higher quality videos and stuff like that. Unfortunately, with everything I've had going on ever since the last tournament, trying to get the boat fixed, and I've been doing some repairs to the trailer and just kind of getting some stuff updated on it, and as well as trying to get prepared for Dale Hollow next week. I just haven't had a lot of time to do a lot of photos and videos and editing and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of throwing this one together for you guys just to give you a little bit of an update as far as where we're at with the boat and where we're going as far as next week and just going forward from here, as well as answering some of the questions that I've received lately, which I thought were some pretty good questions from some of my friends and also some of the viewers like you. So just for some quick housekeeping, I made a recent acquaintance, and I'd like to call him my friend now, Ben Green. He has a YouTube channel. It's Ben Green Insurance Agency. He does a lot of like fun videos and stuff, just talking about fishing and covering his tournaments that he's fishing. He is right now down at the Toyota Series at Dale Hollow Lake this week. They start today for day one, and I just wanted to give him a quick shout out and wish him some good luck today and for the next couple days. Hopefully he can put together some pretty good bags and have a pretty good competition. It's his first time ever fishing down there, and I know it's been a little bit tough with all the conditions and stuff. If any of you guys have been paying attention to how the lake has been doing down there with all the rain and the water levels and the debris and everything that's been going on down there, it's made it really tough for those guys down there this week. So hopefully he has a good tournament, hopefully he stays safe and no issues with the boat or anything like that. Alright, so to give you guys an update on the boat and kind of what's been going on with it, we took it into the shop and we got it fixed. We replaced a power pack on it, as well as did some just general maintenance stuff to it, like spark plugs, and just kind of making sure that the ignition system and everything was good to go and set up properly and just firing the way it should be firing. So I'm happy to report that I took it out last weekend on one of the nicer days that we had up here in Ohio and ran it, and it ran probably the best it's run in 2.5 years as far as just smooth and powerful and quick, and just everything about it was just absolutely perfect. So extremely happy for that. Extremely happy to be able to report that the boat is running as good as it has in a couple years since I've owned it, and I'm ready to go for this next tournament here at Dale Hollow. So moving on to some of the recent questions that I've received. So basically the first one that I wanted to kind of cover was, what am I using to record? What am I using to edit my videos? And how am I putting everything together, and kind of what got me into doing that. So I use GoPros for everything. I bought a Hero 4, it's been about 6 years ago now. Didn't really use it a whole lot, shot a couple films, like videos, and just played with it a little bit, but kind of got sidetracked with it. Didn't really do it as much as I probably should have as far as getting into it. But I kind of recently wanted to come back to it here in the last couple years, because obviously, as you all know, YouTube and the videos and stuff have become extremely popular, and there's a lot of people doing that kind of stuff, and it's something I just wanted to get into. Now, as far as what kind of cameras I'm using now, I've got the Hero 4, I've got a Hero 7, and then I'm recording this video today on a Hero 8, which I actually just purchased, I believe it was about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago now. So I'm pretty excited to get this one out and play with it and just see what it's capable of doing. So jumping into the software that I use, I used to use the GoPro application, which you could download offline, and just it had a lot of capabilities, had a lot of stuff you could do design-wise. And with my newer laptop, well, it's not so new now, but the one that I bought a couple years ago, for whatever reason, the software and the application just does not work. Every time I try to load it and I try to upload videos or do anything like that to open and start editing, it crashes on me. And it's been doing that for a couple years. I've tried computer updates, I've tried reinstalling software, just no matter what I did, it never seemed to work. So I talked to some friends of mine that do some video editing and got some ideas for some other software programs, kind of played around with some stuff, and ultimately I ended up kind of settling on the Adobe Creative Cloud stuff, which if you're not familiar with it, it's a monthly subscription thing that you can get involved in. They do all kinds of deals and special pricing and stuff on it, which I was lucky enough to get in on and got a really great deal to have access to the entire package of the Adobe software and everything that they offer. So because of my background with the art and design stuff, I've been exposed to Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop and used those programs before in the past. Well, I figured with that knowledge and kind of base knowledge as far as how the program and the software works, I would go ahead and go back into the Adobe stuff. And I'm using Premiere Pro, which is a very advanced video editing technology. There's so much stuff that you can get into and do with it that I don't even know probably half of what it's capable of doing. As you can probably tell, the more that I do the videos and the more editing that I do, the better they get because I learn more and more of the software. So it's kind of a learn as you go kind of thing. I use my base knowledge to kind of get me going with it. And then of course I've watched some videos and stuff just to train me up on some of the features and how to use some of the things. And it's a great software. I love it. I love the flexibility of it and the capability of it as far as just the power in terms of being able to edit and just do all kinds of different things with it. So I look forward to continuing to learn it and also produce better and better video for you guys, the viewers. As far as like how I adapt it to the boat, I've got a Yellowtech Power Stick 53 on the back that I plug in and obviously get a lot of my recording that way. I've also got a mount on my windshield which I can use, and then I do the chesty harness to give you kind of that first person point of view. And I've got some other things I'm going to play with as far as doing views and angles and just different stuff as far as the videos go going on into the future, covering the tournaments and as well as covering some of the other footage that I want to try to provide for you guys in terms of content. Kind of moving on with the questions and going forward from there. I had a conversation recently with a friend of mine and we were talking about kind of my goals, I guess you could say, or where I wanted to go with it in terms of tournament fishing and where I want to end up. It was a conversation I had with him, and then I also got asked the same question by another friend of mine within the same week or so. So it's kind of a topic that I thought I should cover. Maybe you guys would be interested in kind of knowing my thought process or my plans as far as the fishing goes. The simple answer is, of course, everybody wants to be a pro, everybody wants to get to the top, and everybody wants to be able to compete at the highest level and earn money and make a living doing that. As much as I'd love to say that, I don't know if that's in the cards for me just yet. So my answer, basically at this point, coming from 4 years of fishing as a co-angler and using that time and all that experience to just learn and absorb as much as I could to prepare myself to fish as a boater for whenever I could eventually own a boat, which has obviously been the last 2 years. So I started off more of, I wanted to go all the way to the top and I wanted to just start at the bottom, work my way up. And as I was learning as a co-angler and kind of moving forward and going higher and higher as far as my success level and my knowledge level and everything like that, of course I made the transition to the boater side. And my goals going forward is to basically test myself and really see where my skill level's at, how good I can compete, and the kind of decision-making skills that I've managed to develop these last few years. So right now where I stand as far as my goals and where I'm trying to go, basically I want to take it as far as I can take it. I'm not trying to force the issue of making it all the way to the top. I'm not having expectations of being able to go all the way and compete at that level because I really don't know what I'm capable of doing or what I'm made of, so to speak, until hopefully the rest of this year being able to fish as a boater. Now, this being my first year, I know that there's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations that I have to go through and lessons that I'm probably going to have to learn, and just trying to figure out kind of how to flow with the tournaments and do the boating side of things. So this year is more of a giant learning curve, I feel like, fishing as a boater, but hopefully my skills will be strong enough to really give me the encouragement and the confidence to keep moving forward. Next year I feel like is going to be a really good telltale sign of where I'm at as far as my fishing ability, my skills, my decision making, and just everything as it all kind of starts to come together. Hopefully we don't have any more boat issues. We can get through the year this year and then be able to fish next year, and then maybe get in a situation to where I can probably look at upgrading the boat and getting something a little bit more reliable and newer. It's kind of hard to say what my overall, I guess you could say, career goals are with fishing, other than I just want to take it as far as I can go and as far as my skills and ability will allow me. No matter what, my plan is to have fun with it. I want to stay positive and make sure that I'm enjoying the entire ride, no matter how good or bad it is, which up to this point I have enjoyed. I love that competition. I love that thrill of being out there when they start calling boat numbers, the excitement of walking across the stage with a good bag. All that stuff just keeps me going and revs me up and just basically makes me go on and try to achieve that next goal and that next level. So keep an eye out, keep an eye on me. I'm going to keep an eye on myself going forward, and we'll see kind of where everything goes. You know, if I can take it to the Toyota series in the next few years, then great. If I can go from there maybe up into the Tackle Warehouse series, then great. But you know, I'm going to work my way and earn my way up. I'm not going to take anything for granted, and I'm going to try to learn and continue to get better as I go with each step of the way. All right, last thing I wanted to kind of cover with you guys is just generally I wanted to say thank you to all of you that have been watching the videos lately and supporting me and giving me positive feedback and just kind of keeping me inspired to keep going with it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. I look forward to the new series on the line and putting those episodes out with each tournament. So obviously we got a tournament coming up next week, so a couple weeks after that, give me some time to edit it and put it all together. But we should have another episode of that dropping for you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying that kind of inside look and a little bit more of like a reality show based kind of perspective, I guess you could say, of tournament fishing, and maybe even learn some stuff as far as what it's like to be on the road and deal with the kind of stuff that we have to deal with, from housing to food to tournaments and just all the day in and day out headaches and good things and bad things that kind of come with all that stuff. Like I said, we're 1 week away from fishing here at Dale Hollow next week. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a really good tournament. Temperature is going to be great, so it's going to be nice to have some nice, steady, warm weather, even if there is a little bit of rain possibly by the end of the week. Just be nice to be fishing in some warm weather with some sunshine and 70 degrees and fish spawning, and it's kind of the last hoorah before fishing starts to get a little bit tougher going into the summer, but we're looking forward to it. Next couple tournaments should be pretty good. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching the videos. Make sure you keep watching. Share it with anybody that you know gets into the fishing stuff. I appreciate all of yous and appreciate all the subscribers. You guys stay tuned for some more coming at you. And good luck to all of you.